Oh, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some rolling over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Operating from the gun. Moore. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's good. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Moore on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Moore. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss running left, Akers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
it brings up third down.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And taken right on the 30. 5 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now Moore on 3rd and 2. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen them punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Moore. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Lions 7. Austin Seibert set.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute and go to the playmakers. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Moore. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Moore. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Moore now. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Moore. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And sacked.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, That really opens things up for you.
He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker set to kick.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
7-yard line.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Moore. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Moore now. Throwing on first down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pardon, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Moore throwing after the interception. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Carrier. The tackle makes
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Moore. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Moore on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Moore. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Cam Akers, the ball.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his home 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screenplay, Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here's Moore, operating from the gun. Left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up
now Moore. Off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Moore escaping the pressure right. He makes play. Caught out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes it's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Moore. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Moore now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. Moore. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw again. Moore. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matthew Ioannidis forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Moore. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tuck it and run. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Moore. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Moore throwing on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going for and this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Operating from the gun. Moore. This is Johnson. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it deep for Fowler. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Moore. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches.
Akers, he coughs it up, and the Lions have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Sheds another. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
And it's
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Moore. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2nd and 5.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have